Hi everyone, welcome back to Pure Song Garden, episode 5, where Asuka is trying to record the sounds of birds, VR birds, for her sound effects library. And we do know that Asuka likes to collect all these different sounds to make her song, her music, and she even wanted to record Kanata's voice because it sounds pretty sweet. But I'm pretty sure this sound distracted her first, because they were here just to find a quiet place to be able to record a very accurate sample of Kanata's voice. But unfortunately, the birds are in a nest that's high up on the tree, and Asuka needs a lift. And Kanata happens to be the lift for Asuka, so he's propping her up all the way to the top of the tree where she could easily record the sounds of the birds. And let's see how successful they can be. So let's see. So I got to prop Asuka up, and she's standing on him. And the fact that she's high up on the tree makes it very unstable, so she's being careful not to fall over. And well, I do have a weight limit on how much I can carry, but for someone who's helping her, I can't complain. And now Asuka hears like, hey, I hear a baby in the nest. That'd be pretty sweet. And her happy crying. That's cute. Well, I can't really hear it, but I'm pretty sure Asuka can. She can, C-A-N. Okay then, I'll start recording. So she directs her microphone to the nest. And I think when she tried to reach over to the nest, she's starting to lose her balance. Yeah, so when she reached her arm over to the nest, she starts to feel that her balance is falling apart and she might fall over. So in the beat, apparently, I think her thigh's pinching my head, and it's making it hard for Kanata to breathe. Oh, I'm sorry, Kanata-senpai. Are you okay? Okay, I'm all right. So how about you? I'm okay, so just hold my legs a little bit more firm. Okay, so like this. So he holds on to Asuka's legs. And apparently something is wrong. But anyways, like, well, either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and start recording. And so she doesn't realize what's going on, she just wants to get the sound. She points her microphone to the nest and begins recording the chirping sound of the birds, the white wagtail. And I wonder how the sample is coming out. So during the recording, I can't make any sound, even though he is getting tired of holding her up. I was thinking, well, any sound that I make will be picked up by the microphone. And he's holding his breath, his voice. Well, I try not to mind the feelings of all this, but the consciousness is concentrating on feeling that. okay, just a little bit more. Please. So, Asuka tells Kanata about it. It was a pleasant story to me, but there was no point to worry about. So, Asuka, I have something to check only one. Hi everyone. So unfortunately I had to cut out the rest of the recording because what happened was that as Kanata was lifting Asuka up, he could see her underwear. Well, that was expected, and then that's when Asuka freaks out, and there's all this talk about it. It's like, well, just hurry up and let me finish recording, and it'll be all solved. And make sure you don't let Kuon know, because Kuon's gonna be upset about it. But either way, it looks like the recording is finished, and Asuka is thanking Kanata. But then again, she doesn't really seem that excited. She's like, oh, thank you very much. That kind of expression. So after she finished recording, I finally let Asuka down to the ground, and I was concerned with the skirt and her red blushing face. So is it okay? Well, I was watching it properly, and it can be declared that there was no unusual gallery. Well, I'm sorry about all the inconvenience that I caused for you. Well, I'm sorry, but yeah, it's because it was my idea to do the piggyback ride technique. So maybe it was better if we used an actual ladder. But then again, Asuka's like, well, it's okay. I was happy that you helped me up. Well, it's kind of embarrassing, but I'll endure it. And it does seem that Asuka is embarrassed. Well, still, I don't really blame you, but then again, she is a good person. And it looks like the dad is ready to meet with Asuka. It's like, well, he contacted me while I was recording, so it looks like it's time for me to go. And he's gonna be coming here to pick me up. Wait, really? It's a fairly bad feeling when you encounter the father of Asuka immediately after what just happened. So, but then again, I can't really just run away in a panic. I do have to talk to the father. So I decided to wait with Asuka. And about 5 minutes later, I faced the top of the seaside ward person.
はじめまして。アスカの父、下国源氏だ。いつも娘が世話になっていると聞いているよ。
Okay, so this is Asuka's father. He's like, oh, hello, nice to meet you. I am the father of Asuka, and I am next to the street of the lower nation. And I do hear that you've been taking care of my daughter very well. Wait, where did you get that message? I was cursing my misfortune in front of the father of Asuka. Well, say, okay, so my name is Yamaha Kanata, and, let's see, this is the place, for Asuka, and I've been always taking care of, Asuka.
Kanata senpai wa watashi no hitotsu ue de, M sleeve de wa omo ni kyoku zukuri o tantou shite irun desu yo.
So she tells, her father that, oh, you know, Kanata senpai, he works in the same division as me, the M3, and he's mostly in charge of making the music itself.
ヤマハ君は GNC の柳沢君とも親しい間柄とか、私も彼女にはいつも助けられていてね。
And plus, I also hear that Yamaha is on good terms, close terms with the GNC's Yanagisawa, and I hear that he's always been helping her. Well, that information I didn't even know about from Asuka until a while ago. Well, it seems to be warm, but it is a guy who does not hesitate.
あのビルが GNC の台場研究所だ。つい先ほどまでフェスの打ち合わせをしていたところだよ。
So I was like, well, you see the building over there? That's the Daiba Research Center in the GNC, and I was just there making arrangements for the festival. So he looks back and is like, oh, so this is the GNC building, or one of the GNC buildings, and I pass a sea breeze promenade park here. So that's a pretty nice and relaxing location to build a research lab.
アスカ、遅くなってしまったが、ランチはもう済ませたかな?
So, Asuka, it is kind of late, but did you finish your lunch?
いえ、お父さんと一緒に食べる予定でしたから、まだです。
No, because I was planning to have lunch with you, Dad.
ではかなり空腹だろう。急いでレストランに向かおう。
Well, I'm kind of hungry as well, so let's go to the restaurant.
ヤマハ君も一緒にどうかな。娘も世話になっていることだし、ご馳走するよ。
So how about you, Yamaha-kun? You know, you've been taking care of my daughter so well, so how about I treat you to lunch as well? I'm not really sure if Kuon's gonna accept it. But then again, I don't think she is here. She's probably off in her own errands for true. So it's like, although I cannot see due to the convenience of the public setting, it seems like something about Seiji is trying to reserve his store by operating VR. Well, such a movement of the hand is also a sight that you often see in Daiba.
遠慮しなくていい。娘の学園生活について話を聞かせてほしい。
Oh, come on, please join. And plus, I can tell you more about my daughter's school life. I wonder if Asuka's okay with that. No. I don't want to be involved in the parent and daughter relationship, so I'm just gonna go home. Aww.
そうか。残念だが仕方あるまい。次の機会によろしく頼むよ。
Well, I'm sorry about that, but hopefully I'll be able to ask you again. So he's going to just, well, I don't feel comfortable going out to lunch with you and your daughter Asuka, so I'm just gonna go ahead and head home. And I wonder if is it because of Kuon? But anyways, he's gonna go back to his apartments, and he did get some musical ideas from different street musicians, and he did record some new melodies on the way back. Well, maybe I should have bought some sweet things for Kuon as well. But then again, I'm here, so it's already too late. But there is a convenience store on the first floor of the apartment to buy some small sweets, and maybe another novelty item for Kuon. Okay, so he's back home and he meets Kuon. Oh, welcome back, Kanata-kun.
随分と早かったのね。ってことはやっぱりあれ？中失敗。
So he came home earlier than expected. Is it because the date didn't go as expected and you broke up? No, don't even challenge me. Well, I had a deployment to be excited, but I'll be silent as I'm ashamed. Kanata, you lost. No, there was no way where Gui goes is unpleasant reversely.
それはいいけど、アスカちゃんのお父さんが来るまでちゃんと一緒にいてあげたのよね。
Well, anyways, do you keep it together until Asuka's father came? Well, you know, I was seriously, or I greeted the father. So he is a kind dad, and at the same time, he's a person with a lot of power. So if you want to hand out to your daughter, say Takemitsu, sanctions will not fail. I feel like I was being stalked as much as to say.
テレビで見たことあるけど、貫禄ある人よね。カナタ大丈夫だった？
So I did see him on TV. He is a dignified person, but for you, Kanata, are you alright? Well, if I'm here, that means I'm alright.
パンチをもらってきてもおかしくないのに、無事で何より。
So that is correct for Kanata, but he was like so did you get beaten up for anything wrong? Wait, does it not become true in such a thing? Well, either way, it was definitely worth meeting with I forgot his names, like Mr. Well, or it's a funny story.
そうそう、こっちはいつも通りだったけど、詳しい話聞く？
Oh yeah, I saw you as usual. Are you going to ask me about a detailed story? Are you going to talk about it in detail with me? Well, no, it isn't really changed, and plus, there's no bother, or you don't need to bother. Well, I don't speak deeper than usual. It was just me and Kuon. Okay, so I think he does regret that he didn't go out and enjoy lunch with Asuka's father. And think, wait, what am I doing now? What did I do wrong? And he's now regretting it in his bedroom. So before the message I received earlier, I think about it with the bracelet. So it looks like the father, so Shimamura director gave me something. I think it's some Shimakuni.
柳沢律とのコネクションがあるなら、愛のステージの優先チケットを融通してもらえるよう、ヤマハから頼んでくれ。
Oh, it's from Makoto. So Makoto Shimamura. And it's like hey if you do have a connection with Yanagisawa Ritsu, please ask her and give me a priority ticket for a stage to I. And hopefully she does have a connection to the people that will give me that priority ticket. So she's like, well, if you have connections with this person, please ask her and allow me to have a priority ticket to be close to the center of the stage where the idol I is gonna sing. So he tells her, hey, I can't ask her for this kind of request. But then again, I can't really ignore it. And either way, it's going to be really troublesome to get that request fulfilled. Okay, so he makes his progress daily report to Ritsu senpai. And let's see what she says, or Ritsu-san. So he also reports the results of the experiment of using the Harmonix and the Akashiki-kun. Well, I should be the most busy right now, but I'm too happy to be taking this time to talk to her So first he's gonna talk about the Harmonix composer. It's like so Risu's like well, the Harmonix seems to be going very well.
明石君の未来予測はカナタ君だけでなく他にも何人かでテストしているけれどハーモニクスはそれが無理だから大変よ
Well, then again, I do have other people that are testing out Akashi-kun's future prediction, but Harmonix is kind of hard and it's next to impossible. So I think Kanata's the only person who's tested out the new Harmonix composer. Well, by being in the initial stage of testing, the subject is only me. So apparently, when products are in alpha stage, Kanata gets to be the tester, and then when it goes into the beta stage, Ritsu-san finds other people that can test the new, I would say like app or software. And because there's only one music data collector so far, it's a system that only I can use right now.
いずれはデータ収集の対象を増やすつもりだけど、まずはカナタ君である程度の結果を出さないとね。
So I think it's like right now the Harmonix system, it's only tailored to one person, which happens to be Kanata, but maybe in the future developments I'll be able to have multiple users, and that can increase the number of data collection, and it might be able to improve the results. Well, then leave it to me, I'll cooperate as much as possible.
そこまで気を張らなくてもいいのよ。ハーモニクスの発案者は君なんだから、カナタ君が納得するようにやってちょうだい。
Well, you know, you don't have to worry about that because you're under control of the Harmonix system. So just do whatever you can. So Ritsu did build the system of Harmonix, but the inspiration came from me. So like, well, he did think of this idea where you can use some software, basically just analyze your mind, basically think of how the program follow your mind, like what are you trying to make, what kind of song you're making, and then go ahead and make the product. And then Ritsu turned that idea into reality. Let's see, what's the... So she respects it very much, and I'll try to maximize my opinion.
次に、そちらの部長さん、島村誠さんからの依頼についてだけれど。
So also, with regards to the request from Makoto Shimamura, so the priority ticket.
チケットを提供することはできないわ。ごめんなさいね。先週残りの1枚を知人にあげてしまったの。
Well, I'm sorry, I can't offer any more tickets. I gave one to an acquaintance last week. So what does Kanata say? Oh, please don't apologize, because in a sense, she is making an unreasonable request.
でね、代わりと言ってはなんだけど。
Well then, what is it to say instead?
ピュアソングガーデンのアルバイトスタッフをしてみない？それなら私が紹介することも可能よ。
So maybe you can ask her, hey, why don't I try being one of the organizers, or like the volunteers for the Pure Sun Garden event? Maybe I'll be able to give her a priority ticket. Well, by all means, please.
では、話をまとめて明日返事をくれる？ 15時前後なら私も仕事を抜けられると思うから。
Okay then, so why don't you go tell her about this and see what she says, and give me a reply tomorrow. So, well, I'll be off work around 15 o'clock. It's like 3 p.m.
急な話で申し訳ないけれど、よろしくお願いするわね。
Well, I'm sorry I told you suddenly. I'd like to ask you a favor. So what's going on now? Oh, so it's tomorrow morning. Okay, so it's afternoon, 2:15 at the Grand Center Deck. And looks like he's going to take the part-time job and help organize the event of Pure Song Garden. So looks like Kanata and some other people gather together and they form what we call the Three Musketeers of Himama.
ひまひま三重士って何よ。忙しいのにわざわざ付き合ってあげてるんだからね。
Wait, what is this between them, the Hima? So the Three Musketeers. Because I'm busy, I'm not bothering. Okay, so the Three Musketeers, Kuon, Asuka, and Kanata.
私はしっかりバッチリ暇の子ですけれど。
Well, I'm tightly fitting to the body of a bear. Well, by the way, the last person, the Three Musketeers, is me. I tried inviting the chief director, so Makoto, but it looks like she has some business to do and she declined. Maybe the Fantastic Four? Well, as key as it sounds as a good, what's it about that director Makoto? Although it is a son's story, even though it's a story that I gave myself.
昨日はありがとうございました。お父さんもかなた先輩によろしくって。
Well, anyways, thank you for your time yesterday, says Asuka. It's like, well, my father will give you my best regards. Kinda senpai? Yeah, that's right, I understand. Well, I don't understand what is going on, but it is wise not to interrogate the details.
昨日のお礼をするつもりで、今日は全力でお付き合いしますね。
Well, I'm going to give my thanks yesterday, and I'm going to try my best with all my strength. And that smile of Asuka is overpowering me. But then again, Kuon doesn't seem pleased, and he's asking Kuon, hey, so Kuon should learn some songs tomorrow? Or Kuon should learn some ideas from Asuka, right?
何よその顔は。
I think it's like, well, you should smile more like Asuka. And Kuon's like, what's with that face? No, nothing. It's just that Ritsu-san should be coming, so let's just hurry. Okay, so we got off the grand central deck and came up to a beach. So here the Daiba Beach Park is prohibited for swimming, but there are many parents and children who come to play along the beachfront. So it's like, well, there's no swimming allowed, but you can come and enjoy the view.
さすが、真夏の海は人も多いわね。
And as expected, there's many people in the summer sea.
水遊び、気持ちよさそうです。
And it does seem fun to play in the water. Well, if I don't have a previous appointment, I will want to play as well. Well, even with the development of VR, the value of this beautiful ocean has not faded away at all. And sometimes natural is better than being completely reliant on VR. Or rather than being able to experience everything in virtual, it can be said that the real value has increased. That's true.
ところで、リツさんはどこで待ってるの？海浜公園そばのカフェって聞いてたけど。
Oh, by the way, where are we supposed to wait for Ritsu-san? I heard it was supposed to be like at a cafe near the beach park.
もしかして、あれじゃないでしょうか。
So Asuka's like, maybe it's that place. So Asuka points at a crowded open terrace. Okay, so this is where Ritsu-san is. So there's one eye-catching woman elegantly relaxing there. And I wonder what she's looking at. It is truly just that you are building your own space without worrying about the surrounding area. And even though her makeup and fashion are natural, she has a personality that kind of feels like the resort's top model.
相変わらず美人よね、あの人。
And I think Kuon's jealous. So Kuon's like, she's as beautiful as ever, that person.
大人の魅力ありますよね。
And Asuka's like, oh, so the adult's attraction, isn't it? I like it. Would like to get married.
こらこら、本音が漏れてるわよ。
And Kuon can sense Kanata's thoughts.
GNC の研究員だと収入もすごいでしょうから、結婚したら働かなくて済みそうですね。
And Asuka's like, well, if you marry her, you'll be able to live on a very high life because they pay GNC researchers very well and probably don't have to worry about going to work and maintaining your income.
紐になりたくてリツさんに告白するなんて、お姉ちゃん絶対許しませんからね。
And Kuon's like, well, I don't forgive your sorrow absolutely to confess Ritsu because it never permits.
純愛こそ正義。
And pure love is justice.
同感です、クオンさん。
I agree, Kuon-san. So the two people who click together with a relish. So when Ritsu listens to the current story, what do you think exactly?
あら、やっと来たみたいね。
Okay, so she senses that Kuon, Asuka, and Kanata are here. So she notices us. Oh, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. For time being, I have collected about 3 people.
お久しぶりです、リツさん。
And Kuon's like, long time no see, Ritsu-san.
直接会うのは久しぶりね、クオン。カナト君も VR では顔を合わせているけど、リアルでは何日ぶりかしら。
So Ritsu's like, well, it has been a while since I met you in person, but then again, I do meet Kanata and Kuon on the VR chat, and I can see your faces, but I wonder how long has it been since we met in person? So about more than half a month? But after all, looking at the actual Ritsu is different because she looks really beautiful. And once again, Kuon's jealous. Well, if she was watching me, I was hanging from my side by Kuon.
どうしたの？
So Ritsu's like, what's wrong? Nothing. Well, I'll try to remember Kuon later.
ご無沙汰しています。下国源氏の娘、アスカです。
So Asuka introduces herself like, I am the daughter of, I think like, I forgot the name of the person, but my name is Asuka.
ああ、どこかで見たことある子だと思ったら、下国先生のお嬢さんの。あ、確か一度お会いしてるわよね。
Oh, I did see you somewhere. You're the daughter of the Shimonosei. You surely meet once.
はい、いつも父が大変お世話になっております。
Yeah, because my father is always indebted. So in a sense, she does know who Asuka is because well, I work with her dad, or I see her dad, and I see you being around with your dad. So
こちらこそ、先生なくして台場の VR 推進は叶いませんから。
and her dad is famous because he was the one that made the VR promotion of Daiba possible. So Asuka and Ritsu were exchanging their greetings, while me and Kuon were basically exchanging little fights with each other. Well, by saying that she is the daughter of this business person, Ritsu uses honorifics for Asuka. So she calls to Asuka in a polite manner. Okay, so after all the greetings, Ritsu goes right into the topic. It's like, okay, so let's go to the main subject. So are all three of you okay with part-time jobs? Well, yes, and plus our director is unreasonable, so we pretty much have to take it.
わかりました。では、仕事の内容について簡単に説明しましょう。
But then again, it was kind of bad that their director, so Makoto, left them while I have something to do and just basically went absent. But anyways, Ritsu is going to talk about what the part-time job is going to be about. So Ritsu stands up in her correct posture and switches to work mode.
8月7日、8日の2日間、台場島全域を会場にして、ピュアソングガーデンという VR フェスが開催されます。あなた方にはそこで簡単な説明や誘導をしていただきます。
So this VR festival is going to be called Pure Song Garden, and it'll be held across the entire Daiba Island, or Daiba Island, for a period of 2 days on August 7th and 8th, and I'll give you a brief explanation and guidance of this place.
まず VR のスタッフ証を送るわね。臨時スタッフ用の低レベル権限が付与されているから、チケットがなくても会場内をある程度自由に通行できるわ。
So first of all, I'll send the VR staff chapter because it has been granted a low-level authority for temporary staff, so it can pass freely through the area without having to purchase a ticket. So Ritsu operates her VR and sends staff chapter data to everyone.
困ってる人がいたら助ける。相談に乗ってあげる。わからないことがあったら本部に問い合わせる。以上が大まかな仕事内容よ。
So it's like, well, if you have any questions, if you need help, you can always come to me. And if I don't understand, then I can also talk to the headquarters.
意外とシンプルなんですね。もっと難しいことを要求されると思ってました。
And Asuka's like, that's unexpectedly simple. And I thought it would be a more demanding task.
スキルに合わせた相応な仕事を任せているだけよ。技術的なトラブルシューティングなんて回されても無理に決まってるでしょ。
Well, I'm just leaving a corresponding job that matches my skill, even if I have trouble shooting technical issues. I have forced it to decide, isn't it?
確かに、そのくらいでちょうどいいですね。
Well, certainly it is good.
もちろん、地元住民としての基本的な知識には期待させてもらいます。どの道を通ればどの会場に行けるのかとかね。
So it's like, well, of course I expect basic knowledge from a local person. Well, at least, you know how to, or like which way you're going. Well, it is a good thing if it's the way of Daiba. So it's like, well, this is a very complex area. People get lost easily, and even though it's like a complex cityscape, it feels like gardens for us.
次に会場について説明するわね。
Okay, so the venue. So the information also included a map And the maps are color-coded for each area, and each place has some explanations. So you can tap to pop up the details and display the route from your current location.
会場は7つのエリアに分かれています。きちんと覚えて案内できるようにしておいて。
So this venue has 7 areas, so keep in mind. So the 7 areas of the Pure Soul Garden are as follows. So we have the Grand Central Deck, the Central Area, the Deck Inside View Space, the Rainbow Area, the Tokyo Diversity City Station, and the Sky Area. I wonder if there's one more thing. Let's see. So that's pretty much 6 areas so far. Oh, there's more. So the Daiba Beach Park, the Ocean Area, the Sea Blast Promenade Park, the Forest Area, the Bridge of the Moon, and the Moon Area. And the Zip Tokyo Galaxy Area. So I wonder what they mean by zip. So Zip Tokyo is a indoor multi-purpose space. It is used for artist live shows and live concerts and theater.
今回のピュアソングガーデンでは台場全体を行き来してもらいたいと考えているの。
So I think in Pure Song Garden, you're going to be going back and forth around this Daiba area.
だからエリアの大半は屋外になっているわ。屋内でしかできないパフォーマンスもあるから、そのために ZIP 東京が用意されたってわけ。
So most of the area is outdoors, but there's some performances that can only be done indoors, and Zip Tokyo was prepared for that. So it's basically like an indoor concert venue. And because it's dark inside, is that why the name Galaxy was chosen? Well, although I've tried many other things, I can only feel strange in front of that station is a sky area.
この後、各エリアの会場を案内するわね。大体の様子を把握して、当日役立ててちょうだい。
Well, after this, I can show you the venues in each area, grasp the general situation, and use it on that day. So I wonder if it costs a lot of money to rent the Zip Tokyo venue, given that it's probably the only indoor venue. But anyways, they're going to, or Ritsu is going to show everyone the different venues up in close in detail. So taken by Ritsu-san, we go around each area that will be the venue of the Pure Song Garden.
まずはオーシャンエリアね。
So first comes the ocean area. So this place, which immediately goes out to the cafe Encore, which was here just until now, and it's the Daiba Seaside Park, which becomes an ocean area.
特にステージっぽいものはないみたいだけど。
But there's no particular stage.
ステージらしいステージを設置するのは2カ所のみよ。それ以外は演者と観客を隔てない作りになっているわ。
So there's only 2 areas to establish a stage, which seems to be a stage, or otherwise it's made to keep performers away from the audience.
ステージはグランドセンターデッキに設営しているのと ZIP 東京だけみたいですね。
Okay, so only 2 areas can be considered a stage. So the Grand Central Deck and the Zip Tokyo. So this is mostly like a place for audience, like to come and relax and to be placed in a location that's away from the performers. So Kanata looks at the VR map and he follows what Asuka just said. So I wonder how you can do live performances without a stage.
エリアのテーマに沿った VR アーティストがそれぞれライブを披露していくって流れね。 観客はそれを自由に見るって感じになるかしら。
Oh, VR. VR artists who follow the theme of the area, flowing as they show up their live shows. The audience will feel like seeing it freely. So if you're a living artist, you'll panic if you do not properly separate the performer and the audience. But with VR, there's no such worry, it can't be touched, so it does not matter if you approach. Basically, like, well, for audience people here that want to see the show, they can just load their VR and see it in front of them. But when a human being performs performance using VR, it seems to do so at the venue with the stage. So the ocean area is a theme that the sea is the theme. So which costumes are swimsuits?
水着やマリンルックが多いみたい。曲目も夏や海をテーマにしたものばかりね。
So there seems to be many swimsuits and marine looks. The number is also only summer and one done with the theme of the sea. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, Kanata, swimsuits. I'm very excited. Well, you know, I'm not that excited about VR idols and the such. Well, even if a cute little girl singing in a swimsuit appearance, the other party is the existence of data to the last. It's not real.
あら、カナタ君は VR アイドルじゃ興奮できない口？うちの子たちを見ても同じことが言えるかしらね。
Oh, you can not get excited about VR idols? It is possible to say the same thing even if we look at our children.
フェスに参加する VR アイドルの半数は GNC 製ですから、柳沢さんのチームが作った子も多いはずですよ。
And since half the VR idols participating in the festival are made by GNC, there are many of the children VRs that are made by the team owned by or led by Yanagisawa. Oh, that's so?
ちょうど今日愛のテストが行われる予定なの。タイミングが合えば見せてあげるわね。
And just today, we're going to be testing the most famous idol, I, and I'll show you if the timing matches.
本当ですか？フェス本番用の愛さんが見られるなんて。
Oh, really? Really? We can see I?
タイミングが合えばよ。そこまで期待されると困るわ。
So, if the timing matches, it will be a problem if you expect so far.
じゃあ、期待しすぎない程度に期待します。
Well, I expect not to expect too much. As usual, things are concerning so Kuon's being very optimistic that they're going to see I today. So the next part is going to be the Grand Central Deck, and there is a special stage area. So I noticed that my video is getting quite long, so I'll go ahead and stop here. So I'll leave the unveiling of the special stage area and I to next episode. And I kind of wonder why they have to go here to see the unveiling of I, given that she's just a VR idol and anybody could just tune in their overtone and watch I in front of them. But I guess this is something much more special than Kanata, Kuon, and Asuka can imagine compared to regular VR. So with that in mind, I'll see you later.